Okay. For those of you who I haven't met yet, let me present myself. My name is Victoria Vargalences. I am coming from DG Regional Policy, and I am responsible for the Interact program, among others, as a program manager within the Territorial Cooperation Unit. You all have your program managers, so I'm just one of the team, but I will try to tell you today about the state of play of communication with strong cooperation with the communication unit in DG Regional Policy. Um, Let me start by welcoming you here. It's a really good thing to see you here doing this networking event because it's in a way a new experience. It's a new experience for Interact, but it's a new experience also for the Commission to see you exchanging your experience on at a working level and to make use of your experience on an ongoing basis. So really, it's a good opportunity and a good start, and I hope that in the future it will really be a Europe-wide opportunity to go on with this experiment. So, European territorial cooperation and communication, what is the state of play at the moment? As you know, the communication plans have been prepared and adopted for all the programs, and they are the framework for your work. But we all know that the plans are a written framework, and you sometimes need to adjust them to the real needs. So based on your everyday experience, of course, there can be a situation that your communication plans has to be modified. Of course, in addition to the plans, there are a number of tasks set out in the regulation. And as I have been in discussion with my colleagues at the communication unit, they told me to pass on some messages to you. One of them was about the annual major information action, and they emphasized that this can be an event, but it can be more than an event. So it's up to you to define what you need. You can opt for any other type of activity, to go for media inserts, billboard campaigns, media campaigns. It's really the only obligation is to respect the program's particularities and your target group's needs. And you shouldn't forget that it's for the general public. And it's needless to say, I think, that it would be very important to raise awareness of the programs and EU cohesion policy by also showing the achievements of your programs. This is another important message for you. I'm sure many of you have done it already. Please send the links to the list of your beneficiaries to the following email address. They are very much waiting for the last links to be sent because there is an interactive map on the website of DG Regional Policy which shows to these links. And in principle, this will further be developed with more detailed information about the different beneficiaries and maybe projects too. The next point would be monitoring and evaluation, because as you are all working every day with communication and making your programs visible, maybe a first starting point to make aware your stakeholders of the achievements of the programs can be the monitoring committee. You have the regulatory obligation to inform the monitoring committees about the progress in the implementation of the communication plan, what has been concretely done and achieved, and if possible, showing examples, pictures from events, provide links to the website publications. I have good experience in that sense. Many of my colleagues tell me that certain project examples have been presented at the monitoring committees, or they got a good overview of the communication activities. And we are now also arriving to the period when we draft the annual reports. You shouldn't forget to properly report on the communication activities in the annual reports. And please use examples. Examples are very, very welcome. I think in the past we focused more on program messages, but everybody realizes in the Commission that maybe it's through the testimony of the projects how we can better understand what's happening in cooperation. So examples of good practice and any significant events are very welcome too. And just a little reminder about the evaluation of information and publicity measures. It should be prepared in 2010 and at the end of the programming period. I hope that you have already had some experience with Regio Stars. This year there will be a website competition too. And I extracted as an example the best programs websites, but there are many other categories, so you can draw the attention of your projects to apply to this competition, because I think this is a clear sign of being a highlight in regional policy if your program or one of your projects manages to get to become a Regio Star. You can have more information about the web competition on the link below. I'm being very practical and I'm listing you all the points to pay attention to in the near future, but I'm sure that you will have more opportunity to discuss all these questions at the third Inform meeting. And let me also emphasize you that the fact of participating at the Inform meeting is just complementary to the activities of this network in Interact, because at the Inform meeting you have already participated, but you will see that the focus is not so much on cooperation programs, and the needs of the cooperation programs in terms of communication might be very different and might be, enough specific to have concrete discussions about them at different platforms. And this is why Interact decided to go for organizing this discussion platform with you, specifically about communication activities in cooperation programs. So the Inform meeting is a good opportunity to get to know communication officers from mainstream programs and to get more information from the Commission. But please make use of this Interact platform to really discuss your specific needs. If you are not yet on the mailing list of the Inform network, you can join by requesting it at the following email address. And again, you have more information at the link below. Finally, I would like to pass on the message of our communication unit to you. One of their representatives will be here in the afternoon to speak about the media outreach strategy, but Barbara Piotrowska asked me especially that they would like to see as many information from you as possible. Your questions are very welcome. Your information materials are also very welcome. And if you can send in informations about projects, that's also very welcome. And all this can be done again at the email address below. And there is a unit for communication, information, and relations with third countries, which phone number is on the slide. I thank you for your attention. This was really just a short introduction from the Commission side to these 2 days of exchange of views. I hope that it will be very useful. I would like to end by saying that Interact takes these network initiatives as new tools in a way to improve the performance of all the territorial cooperation programs. It's a new experience for all of us, but what we have seen so far is that they work very well for really sharing what is what is available as knowledge in different parts of Europe. So I wish you all the best for the work, and I will stay with you too. And my colleague Peter Fischer will join us in the afternoon.